Oh, sorry everybody. Not good what I just did. Darn it. I gotta hold it in my wrong hand. Alright. Boo and Copper are out. Yes, I'm back doing this again. This is the first, they live in the same house. This is the first time that they've been out together. Partially because obviously they're here for training, but today I feel something a little different today, I guess you could say. So I want to give them a little time to romp and have some fun. I think there has to be a balance of some play when it comes to training. Socializing, having fun, enjoying each other again. So that's why I decided to do this. Just because if you remember the video from yesterday, they were just both uneasy and unsure. And I just felt like this would be really good for them. Not really looking for anything in particular, especially that. Just kind of hanging out. I'm just watching you guys. Not trying to work on anything here. Just trying to give them some reprieve, a little break from some training. I mean, this is still training in a way, obviously. I think you're always training, but. And remember, this guy, Copper, is not great with people. So again, we're just hanging out, watching. And I'm sure they're observing us as much as we're observing them. And plus, being out here yesterday, they didn't sniff around too much because they were just unsure. So this is like a whole new world right now. I mean, we were just out here with the other group. And now, you know, they're out here just kind of taking it all in. There. His happy face. For a second. Oh, there we go. That was good. It's like he lost his head for a second. And you guys, because Copper's not great with people, we're not going to call him to us and try to put pressure on him to make him like us. That's detrimental to this guy. Now, if they start digging, we still have to correct. But otherwise, we're just watching and observing. And I kind of just wanted to see what their dynamic was like, too. Definitely emptying the bladder.
Yeah, that's good.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, as always. I'm kind of an open, there we go, open book. Boo is like, what is your problem? Trying to sniff here. It's fun to see him like this. Play with me, play with me, play with me. And look, sometimes the motivation can be more sniffing than it is playing. A little more peeing. Oh, Brooke's on. Yeah, actually, Brooke, now while you're on, And I was just talking to Serena about this. Are you okay if we handle the first interaction with Allie with these guys? Because we were thinking about doing that in about 15 minutes. We're probably not going to be able to... might be able to record it, but I'm not sure. Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, so we
Cool.
got the green light.
Can you ask her how old Copper is?
And Brooke, how old is Copper? I know it's probably on his paperwork, but we... Oh. She said, do what you feel is best. Okay, good. I really wanted to do it today, but obviously I wanted to make sure that it was cool with you guys before I went ahead and did it without talking with you. I didn't think you'd mind, but he's under 2.
Okay.
We still...
He's still young. I knew he was younger.
And how old's Boo?
4?
4?
4-ish.
4-ish?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Are we ever really?
Yeah, they're 5.
Our running joke here at work is if we don't know how old a dog is, our answer is 5. So we have a lot of 5-year-olds inside. Unless they're staff dogs,
Yeah.
they're all 5.
Yeah.
I actually thought they'd be kind of rip-tearing around out here a lot more than what they are.
They did get a chance to smell me.
Boo was about 1. Oh, 1 year older.
Oh, wait, okay.
So, a little under 3. Yeah. Hey.
Save some grass.
Yeah. Prefer to have that for the spring. Rachel said 5 is a beautiful number. Yeah, because they're not old, they're not puppies, it's right in the middle. Sorry, buddy, I'm gonna give you a little privacy. Yeah. Nobody wants to be stared at. There he goes. I bet both these dogs are pretty quick.
Yeah, her being a little color.
Yeah. And her coloring is really cool.
I love the gray. So dark.
So again, you guys, not a heck of a lot going on kind of from the outside, but if you're just joining us, these dogs are from the same home here for training at the same time. It's been work, work, work the whole time. And I really just wanted to throw in some together time today for them. Give them a little reprieve, and then our next session later on today will be right back into some training again. But I think this is a part of just developing a good relationship with them, providing both the work and the play aspect of things. So maybe we'll just give him a couple more minutes, and I might have you go grab Allie.
That's
That way
fine.
I can be on the inside doing this.
Yeah.
Hard to see in the shadows here. Starting to play. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Boo's like, wait a second. I gotta go sniff. I gotta go do something. Janet, we're going to be introducing them. Their owners are looking at possibly adopting another dog, so it's just a foster at this point, and the foster's here for daycare. So that's what I was talking to her owner about earlier, was if they were cool with us kind of taking the reins on that and handling that first introduction. So I think that's what we're going to be doing in a couple of minutes, because Copper is definitely full of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see them in the shade, but look at that tongue. Huh? That's funny. That's cool. He was moving towards you,
Yeah.
playfully. Yeah, Janet, I think we're going to do it. I just wanted to make sure to give them ample time to just kind of be dogs here. That's all. What? I know, you're looking at me funny. Nice. So he's unsure about people, you guys, and this is part of the reason. So Serena, I'm sure, even though we didn't talk about it, this is just kind of testing the waters here to see if he's interested. Part of the reason why he went around to her back. It's a lot less confrontational, and you know, he's an unsure guy. So that's part of the reason why you saw that reaction from him. And every movement of ours to a dog that's unsure of people is, you know, exponentially that much more intense to them. What do you think? You want to get Allie?
Yeah, I'll grab her.
Yeah? So Serena's going to head out. No, the double gate. Serena's going to head out, go get Allie from inside. So in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, like I said, anytime, let me know. And if you guys also, too, I've got the podcast going. I've got an interview coming up tomorrow with Barbara DeGroot. She's a trainer out in California. So we're going to be taping that tomorrow. Should be available, yikes. Not exactly sure when it's going to be available because we are headed to, Serena and I are headed to Ohio on Friday for a 2-day workshop. Sad, but I should be able to have time to edit it. So hopefully it'll be ready by the weekend. And then I was just on a podcast yesterday, The Dog Entrepreneur, Gary Cassara's podcast. That should be out here in a little while. Probably, I'm thinking maybe by the end of the week. Getting all my plugs in here till we get Allie out. Let's see what else we have going on. We got the podcast, the workshop this weekend. Doing all sorts of live stuff, you guys. No, Rachel, I drove the first year and that was like 13 hours. And it felt like it took 13 days. So we are flying. Leaving early. And we're pretty much I'm going to do my best to kind of document the whole weekend. And do a lot of live stuff with you guys. I obviously can't document the actual workshop itself, but the breaks, the travel, all that kind of stuff. So make sure to watch our Facebook stuff because it's going to get flooded. That's my goal, at least. All right, here comes Allie, you guys. Let's watch. First initial reaction, always assessing a dog. That first vibe that you get. We've already had a vibe from her. But we'll see what... Oh. So here's our vibe. So, Fosters, meet your... Hey! So, I'm just breaking it up a little bit. They let me know how they felt about her. Now, the barking is all eyes. They're not using their nose to sniff and investigate at all. And that's what we want, is sniffing. So this is Allie on the outside. And again, we're just going to hang at this level here, or this stage of the game, until we start to see some noses interact. Because we don't want this little wet dog shake from Allie. Just kind of let go of things. I'm doing my best not to move too quickly here for Copper. So, he's just unsure. Just unsure. So you got one guy moving a lot, and then the other one kind of backing up away from everything. So that's all a part of it. Here he comes back. Probably going to be a big display here. See, here's the big display. Hey. Can only do a first meeting once, and you're looking at it. So my correction sound, I've got my handy dandy little whip here. I hit the ground with it just to get his attention, to say kind of cut it here, which in turn created a lot of space. Hey Daniela. So they are way over there. We'll get a good look at this girl for right now.
She's using her nose.
Yeah, so she's interested. She's sniffing, which is all well and good.
It's fine, I don't really care much anymore.
Yeah. So she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing right now. Sniffing, investigating, checking out the lay of the land. These guys are like, what the hell? See the unsureness of... So I'm going to probably keep my distance a little bit more here. Like kind of serene. Now, so look at the stiffness in Allie there. Really stiff tail. Head up in the air. But she's sniffing. Sorry if I'm shaky, you guys. I ended up holding this in the wrong hand. My phone flipped the other way. Hey! No nosing the gate. See the unsureness? You see the pacing, you guys? All a part of like what is going on. There's a human that's actually controlling our meeting of a new dog, and we're not sure how to take that. And that's okay. See how much space they're creating? You take an unsure dog that can be very reactive towards other dogs, and you put some structure in place, you put a rule in place that says, hey, I don't agree with that big, huge display. Then they go, okay, I'm out. So a lot of times that big display that they just gave you is described, well, look at this, can be described as being dominant. And I think that can be a dirty word sometimes. See, there we go. There's the sniffing. And I'm going to say white dog because I don't want to say their name to distract them. So the white dog's sniffing a little bit, a little more curious. See, tail started to move a little bit. More sniffing, which is good. And more. Good. That's what we're looking for, is that. And the guy that put up the big display, the brown dog over there, is like, what's going on? UPS truck pulling in, so this might be a little bit of a distraction. We'll see. Good sniffing there. That was really good. Little stiffness, that's why Serena pulled Allie back a little bit. So let's check out this guy and just kind of pass by. Still eyes, see, he's not sniffing at all. Little playfulness now, see? So the first time they created distance a couple of minutes ago, it was all scared, nervous, lots of space. This time they came up, white dog used his nose, and yes, I know their names. I just don't want to say their names to disturb anything. I try to keep this as organic as possible. White dog sniffs, it changes things, changes the dynamic, and then they can run off and start playing a little bit. So you can tell immediately that they're feeling a little better about what's happening. So, and here's the thing, you guys. They don't have to go nose to meet. We could end it right now. I don't really want to. We could end it right now and say, okay, that went okay. And technically you could say that they just met too, but So they're way over there. The white dog, Boo, is in the shade. You want to come in the first gate?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna get Allie the dog into the. We got a double gate system here, so we're coming inside the first gate. Sorry, I'm gonna make you guys dizzy for a second. So there's the gate, latch, noise, all that kind of stuff. We'll see what gets triggered here. They're both like, what the heck? And you guys, I got like 20% on my phone, so I'm hoping I can keep this going without this cutting out. If it cuts out, we'll just grab Serena's phone to tape it and then put that up later. So see, kind of playful right now. You probably can't see it because I ran off into the shade, but that was a little playfulness. Want to come in? I'm good with it. Yeah, so we're gonna bring Allie in. So I'm gonna spin around real quick to the gate. So here she comes, she's in. And look, again, they don't have to go nose to nose. They don't have to go nose to butt, nothing. We're just looking for good interactions, even if it's 20 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet apart. Obviously, we're not gonna cut this girl loose though. Now, guess who's the little one that's a little bit more curious here is the white dog, just like before. Kind of got ears up. I'm gonna try to be as steady and as, well, she's going back. And I'm just going to kind of hopefully put our perspective as like a little bit more of a fly on the wall here from some distance. So this guy came over, checking things out. He heard the gate, probably figured so it's gonna be a little bit of a flyby. Kind of surprised Allie a little bit. First interaction, nose to nose, which isn't great. I'm not looking for nose to nose, but curiosity, not bad. Are you okay with that?
I think she just wants to play.
Yeah.
She's just a little too intense going towards him.
Yeah. Dogs will always surprise you. I wouldn't have thought that he would have been the first one to come up and say hi. Just when you think you know stuff about dogs, one of them does something out of the blue and you're like, damn it, didn't think about that. So he got his little flyby in. You guys notice they came in and then they created a lot of distance from each other. They don't have to hang around. When you're getting dogs to meet, they don't have to hang around with each other. Like, get them together for 2 or 3 seconds and then move them apart. So they're hanging out over in the shade again where we can't see them too well. And Allie's doing her thing. And the other part of it that's really good here too is that Allie's just sniffing, which to them is not threatening whatsoever. So you got incoming. It's gate stuff here too, so we got to be careful because this is corner, and Allie may feel a little bit. Actually, if you look at that, Allie could kind of care less about that. See how curious he is? That's good. A little check-in with Serena there too. Really good. See if he likes to be sniffed. Nice move, Serena. Didn't want to keep moving at him. At the brown dog. That was really good.
Oh, don't rake me.
Yeah. Yep. Really good. Again, remember, this guy's not too sure about people, so everything, like, see, he's looking at Serena like, what are you doing? I'm here to see the dog, but you're here too. So we got to keep him on leash to keep him safe, but he's trying to figure out, can I sniff this dog or can I trust Serena? Trying to figure this dog out. She's settling in.
He seems to be settling down too.
Him, yeah. Brown dog. Brown dog, white dog.
Copper, Boo.
Coming in again on your left. A little flyby. Some stiffness here. Just checking things out. He's checking me out, making sure I'm not gonna do anything. So what do you guys think? I would love to know your thoughts. He's headed over again. Both are this time. It's good. And see, Serena's going to try to keep her body language as quiet as possible around Copper here. A little quick sniff. Another one again. There, that's good. That's good. Nice. How you feeling?
Good.
Good?
A little distracted. There's something in the woods over there.
Oh. Look at this guy's tongue. It's great. He's starting to really relax. See? Just the walking.
I wish Allie would start panting.
This is going to be a great video for people to show them how to have dogs meet.
Yeah. Especially 2 dogs that are off leash.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. You got a happy face now.
There. See, she's opened up her mouth a little bit. Looks a little bit more relaxed.
Didn't see that yesterday.
Nope. Nope. He's coming over again. Just got to be careful of corners, that's all. Yeah, Rachel, that's a good point. She just wrote, Allie helps Copper to come close to humans.
Sure.
Yeah.
Boo would in a way too. 'Cause Boo's
Probably.
not nice, I'm sure.
Ooh, nice little pass by there. And to me, you guys, I think, you know, a really ideal scenario, and I don't know, maybe we might end up doing this, is actually just to take the 3 of them for a walk.
Might be able to try that later.
How do you feel about cutting her loose?
You know, she makes me a little nervous.
Boo does?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's... There we go. I think she wanted in on that, didn't she? Yeah, kind of picking up on this.
We haven't seen her play yet.
No.
Hey, hey, hey.
This is a lot of work. Not on our part, on theirs. And then she's just right here, just watching. Good body language, nice yawn there, trying to figure things out. Has no idea she might be living with these dogs for the rest of her life. But she wants in on the play. That's for sure. Brooke, are you still watching?
I hope she is.
I hope so too. Because I would like to share my conversation that I had with Lindsay yesterday, but I'm not. If you say no, I'm perfectly fine with that. I won't skip a beat. I just look at this as a learning experience for a lot of people. And I'm just really glad that you were cool with us doing this, because I think that was... Brooke, do you mind if I share part of it though too? If not, again, like I said, it's no problem. That's your personal stuff with your dog, so it doesn't bother me either way. I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad that we were able to take the reins on this. Look at that face. That's good. Okay, good. Thank you, Brooke. So anyways, you guys, so my conversation yesterday, these two dogs are here for training. This is a foster dog that they're looking to adopt. Now, from my perspective, you have two dogs that are unsure of other dogs. To bring in a third one can be a challenge as far as them all getting along. So, you know, I just kind of voiced that I felt like Allie can be a little intense from what we've seen. Not in a bad way, but when you throw dogs that are uneasy with other dogs with a dog that can be intense or a little over the top, it can be a recipe for disaster. So that was my concern. When I walked in and she was here today, which we knew she was coming for daycare, that's where I really felt like I wanted to take the reins and make sure that we could do this in as much of a controlled setting as possible. So that's why I think this was a great way to do it, rather than leave it up to you guys at home to do it on your own. I just felt like this was a really good opportunity, not only for everybody, for you guys watching to learn, but also, you know, to make that first experience as much of a positive one as possible. So that's where I'm going with it. It's nice to see this now rather than, you know, be told from a different perspective, you know, what happened at home as far as the meeting and what should we do and how we should handle it and all that kind of stuff. So that's where I was going with that. And thank you, Brooke, for that transparency, because it is educational. It's going to help a lot of people. And like I said, this video is going to go up on YouTube, and I'm sure it's going to help a number of people. That's good. That's as close as she got. A little pass by again. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. You're welcome, Brooke. Thank you for letting us do this. I really appreciate it. Like I said, at the end of the day, this is going to help out a lot of people. And look, you guys, if it stopped right here, right, with the three of them right there, it's okay. Right? They don't have to do nose to nose. Oh, Boo just laid down over there in the corner. Probably because it's shaded and it feels good to them. So, yeah. That's where we're at. And now Copper's lying down. Nice. Cool. Yep. Just kind of settling in. Awesome. So I think we're going to cut it here, you guys. Have a great rest of the day. We might end up actually walking these three together later. I think that'd be really good for the three of them. So if we do, we'll be back on. All right? You guys have a great day.